All right, welcome. Today, we are diving deep into a subject that's absolutely critical but so often overlooked: body language. You see, your body is having a conversation all the time, whether you know it or not. And learning to speak this silent language, well, that's one of the most powerful things you can do to project confidence, command respect, and just own the room.
I want you to really think about this for a second. When you walk into a room, any room, what message are you sending? Because long before you say hello, people are already sizing you up, creating a story about who you are based entirely on how you carry yourself. And believe me, that silent first impression is everything. It can instantly define you as a leader or as someone who gets ignored. It's the difference between being powerful and being passed over. So the real question we're asking today is, what is your body saying about you?
Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. We're talking about that first moment, your silent introduction. This is the foundation for how everyone perceives you from the instant they see you.
And you can see the difference right here. On one side, you've got a weak presence. That's the person who looks kind of closed off, nervous, maybe a little submissive. But on the other side, that's a powerful presence. That's someone who projects confidence, who seems to own their space, and who just radiates high-value energy. All of that without a single word being spoken.
So, how do we get there? How do we build that kind of presence? Well, it all starts with something super basic: how you stand. Let's really dig into this foundational skill of projecting confidence, even when you're just standing still. We're going to break down 3 incredibly effective postures. First, the wide stance. This is your base, your foundation of power. Then we've got the arms akimbo, which is a really bold statement of authority. And finally, the forward foot position, which adds this cool, relaxed charisma to your stance. Let's get specific with the arms akimbo stance. To nail this, you want to stand straight, pull your shoulders back, and place your hands right on your hips. Now here's the key. Push your elbows straight out to the sides. You're literally taking up more space. And as you can see, when you pair this with that wide stance we just talked about, boom, it creates this undeniable look of authority.
Now a quick heads up on this one. This pose is powerful. It screams dominance. It's a high-status, almost aggressive move. So you have to be smart about when you use it. It's perfect for projecting authority when you need to, but in the wrong situation, you might come off as a little too confrontational, so use it wisely.
All right, we've got standing still covered, but what about when you're on the move? Your walk is one of the most dynamic ways to communicate who you are. So let's talk about how to walk with real purpose and confidence. You know, a powerful walk is so much more than just getting from point A to point B. It's like a performance. It's about having a confident shoulder swing, keeping your head held high to show you're not intimidated, and letting your arms swing freely instead of stuffing your hands in your pockets. And a big one, moving slowly, deliberately. And here's a little pro tip for you if you want to add a bit of style and charisma. Try the James Bond walk. Let one arm swing naturally and put the other hand in your pocket. But, and this is the important part, keep the thumb out. It's a super subtle move, but it signals this incredible mix of relaxation and confidence.
Okay, so we've covered standing and walking. Let's talk about sitting down. The same rules apply, but the game changes a little. You can absolutely command a room from a chair, as long as you know how to sit with that same authority.
The number one rule for sitting with power is simple. Take up space. Seriously, avoid shrinking into your chair or folding in on yourself. Instead, expand. Use the armrests, spread out a bit, keep your posture open. It sends a clear message. I'm comfortable, I'm relaxed, and I'm in control here. So, a really high-status way to sit is the leg over cross. You sit up straight, cross one leg over the other, and, this is crucial, you keep your arms spread wide. This pose just oozes confidence. But just like the arms akimbo stance, be careful. It can sometimes read as a bit arrogant if the situation doesn't call for that level of dominance. For most situations, though, your go-to is gonna be the open stance. Feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart, back straight. It's solid, it's comfortable, and it's just naturally confident. This posture tells people you're relaxed and engaged, but without being aggressive about it. So we've covered standing, walking, and sitting. Now we get to the final and maybe most important piece of the puzzle, your hands. Learning how to use hand gestures effectively is what can take your communication from just okay to truly unforgettable. So why are your hands such a big deal? Well, get a load of this. Research shows that a staggering 55% of our communication is body language. 55%! Only 7% is the actual words we use. Think about that. How you say something is massively more important than what you say, and your hands are a huge part of the how.
But hold on, this isn't about just flailing your hands around. That just makes you look nervous. No, effective communication uses purposeful gestures that actually match your message. So let's break down the 4 essential types that the most charismatic people use.
First up, we've got points. These are all about emphasis. You can use a single finger to really hit a specific word, or use a more open-handed point to direct attention to a person. It's your way of saying, hey, listen up, this part is important.
Next are sweeps. You use these when you're talking about big, expansive concepts. A nice sweeping motion with your hand can represent huge ideas like the entire market or the future. It literally makes your words feel bigger and more significant.
Third, we have frames. This gesture is awesome for creating structure. You can use your hands to show a timeline, like from this point to this point, or to basically draw a box around a specific idea. It helps your audience visualize exactly what you're talking about.
And finally, the power move, cuts. This is that sharp downward chopping motion. It adds a ton of weight and finality to what you're saying. You use it for those non-negotiable statements like, this is the bottom line, or end of discussion.
So let's bring it all home with 4 golden rules. Number 1, always maintain an open posture, no crossing your arms. Number 2, take up space confidently. Don't be afraid to own it. Number 3, slow down. Slow, deliberate movements signal control. And number 4, let your hands join the conversation with purpose. You now have the full playbook for powerful body language. You know the stances, the walk, how to sit, and how to use your hands. The only thing left is to actually do it. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. From this moment forward, what are you going to let your body language say about you?